Yep, the Big 12, Oklahoma and Texas have come to an agreement, and the TV partners. Sooners and the Longhorns are gone from the Big 12 coming in 2024. Let's talk about it. Coming up here in about 10 seconds. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Jay here with Unfair Sports, where we take a pensive approach to the sports conversation. Thanks for pulling up here on the YouTube channel. On this video, we're going to talk about Oklahoma and Texas leaving the Big 12 officially in 2024. So before we do that, y'all know the drill. Hop in the comments, let your boy know. What do you think about OU and Texas chunking the deuces? Definitely want to hear your comments now, because this is what we're doing, baby. We're talking OU football today. We're talking college football. We're stoked that OU and Texas are headed to the Big 12. And I talked about this in another video a couple of days ago, and so we'll go back and talk about that. But before we do that, if you're new to the channel, hit that like, subscribe, and the bell notification. Join the family. We would love to have you come join and talk about OU and OU football, college football, and just sports in general here at the channel. So let's dive right into this, shall we? So it was officially announced, OU, Texas, they agreed in principle. So I talked about this on the podcast a few days ago. And then I had a video on YouTube as well about this. The Big 12, they couldn't come to an agreement. So OU and Texas would be sticking around until 2025. And I was cool with it. And the reason why I was cool with it is because it gives OU and Texas enough time to get an additional set of recruiting classes, and I guess mentally prepare themselves for going to go play in that grueling schedule in the SEC, as if it's actually going to be that bad. It ain't. And so I thought that, it wouldn't be a bad thing for them to stick around. And then, of course, Thursday night, we get an announcement, the Big 12 and OU, Texas, as well as the TV partners came to an agreement. OU and Texas will pay out $100 million combined to bounce, so $50 million a year. So OU and Texas, their governing boards are going to approve it because they're going to go ahead and bounce it. They're going to forego some revenues and all kinds of stuff to bounce out. And I promise you this, both schools got enough money to handle it. They've got boosters that are ready for it. The Big 12 is going to be adding, of course, we know BYU, UCF, Houston, as well as Cincinnati. They're joining the league this year, and so OU and Texas will play against them this year, but then next year it's going to be gone. But financially, this is not a problem for OU and Texas. This is easy. This is chump change for them. We knew that they wanted to get out, and now they get the opportunity to bounce. No shade to anybody over there at the Big 12. I enjoyed the conference. I think it's fantastic, but I think it's time for a new era of both these teams. And so what it looks like is that Fox is going to get a nice change payout for OU and Texas leaving early. So basically paying out for the fact that they're not going to be on their network next year. And I mentioned this before, that not having OU in Texas is a huge loss for Fox. ESPN will be fine because they'll have them over there at the SEC and on the SEC network, and the ESPN Plus, blah blah blah. They'll make money off of that. But not having them, Fox not having them in the Big 12 schedule, is huge because they're one of the biggest draws. Another channel that I'm a part of, the SEC Connect, with some good friends that covered Alabama and Texas and also Oklahoma. We talked about this in depth, and there are no real national brands besides, honestly, BYU in the Big 12 anymore, now that you're losing OU and Texas. Now, in basketball, you've got Kansas. Kansas and the Big 12, for the most part, runs a lot of it. Them and Baylor have been the big names in college basketball over the last few years, and Kansas is a blue blood on the court. So they've got that. But on the football field, who they got? Somebody tell me who they got out there that really jumps out to you. Honestly, besides BYU, because BYU, a Mormon school, all the Mormons around the country support BYU. Brigham Young is huge when it comes to that. They're like Notre Dame. They've got a huge following from the church. And so who else is your brand? Who else is your name? And so to me, what the Big 12 needs to do, if they want to be smart, go get Colorado and go get Utah. That's it. I wouldn't expand any further. Maybe look at Oregon and Washington, but I don't think you should do that. I think you should go ahead and just snatch up Colorado and Utah. They're right there. You'll be playing in that area anyway. And guess what? You're also going to have Coach Prime to talk about. That's the next move, Big 12. Get Coach Prime in your conference while you can. Take advantage of that. Take advantage of the media exposure he's providing, that he will provide all across the country in every game he goes to. And Colorado would like it because then Coach Prime can really recruit out in Florida when they go play UCF. Kind of helps, right? But outside of that, I don't think that this is bad. So this is what the numbers look like with it. Each program is going to forgo the $16 million in total, $8 million annually in future monies, and then they're going to pay cash to Fox for no longer being there. That's huge. $100 million total is what OU and Texas are giving up to bounce about the conference. I think it's a great move by both because it totally makes sense. So let me know what you think. Hop in the comments. Do you think that OU and Texas leaving early for a year is a good thing? Because I do. I think they'll be ready for the SEC. I don't think the SEC is as grueling as everybody thinks, except for at Georgia and potentially Alabama this year too. Besides that, they're like everybody else. They have up and down years and the rest of the teams in the conference. So if you're new to the channel, hit the like, subscribe, and the bell notification. Definitely want you to join the family. And yeah, YouTube's got a few videos for you to watch here. Peace.